What's up, guys? Welcome back to another great podcast with In the Den podcast featuring Miss Chantel and your boy TJ. Today we're doing episode 3, part 2, and we're gonna have a great topic, man, going on for you guys. But we want to make sure you guys don't forget to like on this podcast and leave us a comment down below and let us know what you guys think of the conversations, as well as if you guys have any topics that you would like to hear us discuss, definitely feel free to chime in with that. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and basically bring the one and only Miss Chantel up, man. Well, Chantel, what's up? What's up? What's up, Chantel?
What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? I'm glad we were able to. If it's just us on YouTube, just the two of us.
That's it. That's it. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, I think we got another couple of people that may be joining in shortly or in a little while. I'm not sure, but we can still move forward.
What's that phrase?
with
1,
what
2,
we got.
3. Don't stop the show.
That's right. Whatever it is, hey, whatever it is, don't have me lying for you because I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you know that phrase. One monkey don't stop no show.
One monkey don't stop no show. Oh, you talking about King George? Keep on rolling. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. King George. Okay, y'all, we got some keeping the King George in the building, y'all. We got some King George in the building. So, guys, we might bust out with some King George because we definitely got to keep on rolling.
We do.
So,
We do.
but yeah, we definitely used to. I know a lot of times we used to seeing, everybody up on the panel. But things happen, and so, but you got to go with what you got. And that's just how it is. You can't wait for everybody, man. You have to go with what you got and what's gonna get you there. And hey, it is what it is.
We come together how it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, we good. We are good. We are good. So today, man, we're going back on some other topic we was talking about on last week, and I think you wanted to revisit that on the tarot reading, and tarot reading, the tarot cards, and manifest, and all that kind of good stuff. So we definitely want to visit that and talk a little bit about that, and see what we can come up with. Because I think Miss Chantel, you got some things you want to kind of shed some light on, don't you?
It looks like a couple people gonna just be running behind. Some things came up, so they still plan on jumping on with us, but we're gonna continue on with the conversation. So if you all recall, when we left off last time, we were discussing tarot readings, and are they a form of hope, or do you feel like it's the devil, evil spirits, things of that sort? And so from there, I want to piggyback off of that and discuss manifesting and the purpose of it. Where does it come from? Is manifesting your form of faith and all of that good stuff. And
Right.
then from there, if we have enough time, we're going to jump into uh, baby mama and baby daddy relationships.
Oh my.
And
That's
the
quite
children,
a bit.
and the children.
And the
Yeah,
children. That's a lot to talk about on that end.
it is. I
That's a,
already know that's gonna be 2 episodes. Two
uh,
episodes.
that's a lot to
Yes.
talk about right there, man. That is definitely a lot to talk about. So you wanna kind of give them a rundown of what? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna put you on the spot yet. Um, to be honest with you, tarot reading, just from my perspective, I've never really been too tied into. I'd never been tied into it. Never believed
Mm-hmm.
in it. Um, because I mean, that's just something there that I just have not been in tune with, because and that's just my opinion, because you have other people like yourself that
Mhm.
have a different view of it. But see, even with me, sometimes I look at it from a perspective of like, okay, if these tarot card readings can tell you all about, I mean, somebody else, why can't they tell about themselves, and just,
Mhm.
put themselves in a different position than what they're in. And
Mhm.
so therefore I look at it, and like you said, some people look at it for entertainment
Mhm.
purposes only. And like with me, but I don't even like to be entertained by it, because to me it puts it, whatever you accept, in,
But you
even
believe
entertainment
somebody
wise.
can, but you can believe, but you believe somebody can prophesize over you. You believe in
I
prophetics.
I
So make
but
it make
see, no, it makes sense now, because see,
sense.
you had all of this doing, even during biblical days. You had terror, all that stuff even back then,
Mhm.
people. So it's been going on
Mhm.
forever. But that's the reason why uh Jesus came, to actually
Mhm.
for stuff, because see, that's what people was going off of. There a lot of people was, dealing with stuff like that, witchcraft and all that kind of stuff. And
I
but
think
see,
witchcraft is different
you
though.
know
Witchcraft is different to me
but
though, because it's the same thing. Like some people, if you're prophetic, I believe in prophetic.
uh
It's
uh
even in the Bible. You got some people, instead of calling themselves prophetic, they call themselves psychics. Okay.
uh
That's the same thing with the tarot card readings. People do tarot card readings on themselves to see, especially what direction they might should take with
mhm.
this or that. But of course, if somebody is doing a tarot reading for you, they're not fixing to discuss the steps that they need to take in their life to make their life better.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
to touch on that comment that you made, they're not, because it's supposed to be about another sign, or
Yeah,
another person. So they're not going to sit there and talk about themselves. So um, it's just up to you whether you trust and believe it and use it as guidance, or if you look at it as entertainment. Um, to me, it's up to you. I think you should look at it with a grain of salt. And if somebody does do a tarot reading with you, if you want to make note of it, see if the stuff come to pass. Of course, don't do stuff to try to make those prophecies come to pass, but
yeah,
just write them down. Pay attention, if if you're all into it, to see if it's going to come to pass without you putting forth any extra effort or energy to make it
yeah, yeah.
come
Well,
forth.
I mean, like I said, I mean, and that's give me your full perspective, because
Hmm.
like me, it ain't, I can't, I myself don't, I don't see no justification for it at all. I don't even see no use for it.
I
So,
do.
but you give me your view, your full
Hmm.
view. You tell
So
me. I'm
do
listening
you
at you.
believe in zodiac signs?
No, I'm talking about, you tell me
I
yours.
know. I'm gonna get into it. This is where I'm starting. Do you
Oh,
believe in zodiac signs?
no, I don't get deep off into that either.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
I do. If you go and you read your zodiac sign, which is supposed to be aligned with the stars, and God created the stars, I
Mhm.
know different people. For example, I was joking with a friend today on a social media post talking about Aquarius. This is how Aquariuses act, and this
Mhm.
is what they do when it comes to relationships, and this, that, and the third. My mom's an Aquarius. My one of my closest friends is an Aquarius. So when I sent it to her, when I watched it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's my mama all day. That's my mama all day." I sent it to her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is true. This is true. This is me all day. This is crazy." And so it's just fun, it's entertaining, but it also turns out to be true. Different personality and characteristic traits that they say are about this sign or that sign, if you're paying attention to it. But the tarot readings, it depends on you and your faith and your trust in God. Like you can watch the tarot readings, get entertainment out of it. But if you're really looking for a sign on something to come to pass in your life, you make those notes after getting that tarot reading, and if you and see if things naturally align without you putting forth any extra energy or effort. But what gets me is when people confuse, because say you watch your tarot reading and you're like, okay, this could happen, that could happen. It's all about possibilities. Like I told y'all before on the previous one, we really don't have any control. Only thing we can control is our happiness.
Well,
That's really all you can control. You can't even control your joy, because sometimes God got to take you through a breakthrough before you really truly experience just pure joy, to where you waking up with a smile on your face and you looking at the
right.
sky and just so happy to see this sunrise or this sunset. Like, that's just pure joy, paying attention to the little things in life, and they just make your heart smile. The only thing you can control each day is being happy. Nothing else is really in your control. So it's the same thing with the tarot readings. If you get the tarot reading and it sounds like it could come to pass, just pay attention, but you shouldn't be putting forth any effort to make it come to pass. I think that's when it goes left.
So let me ask you something. So, um, let me ask you this. So, would you say that you're, um,
I'm a
if
spiritual
it,
being.
if,
That's truly how I feel about myself. I am a spiritual being.
okay, okay, and that's fine. That's fine. You and the spiritual being. Okay. But let me ask you this:
Mhm.
do tarot readings? Do you think that it's lined up with scriptures in the Bible?
When it comes to the prophesying, I just think it's a different word or terminology people are using. That's what I was saying before. If you believe in prophetic people, and that's in the Bible,
But
um,
that's two different things.
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Prophetic is a gift.
Okay.
This tarot
I
reading is
believe
not a, it's a
tarot readings,
practice. It's a
it's a practice,
practice.
but with some people, it's a gift to me. With some people, it's a gift. And to me, it's a gift when people, number one, when they give glory to God before anything. So you got those tarot readers who gonna jump
But you
right
got
into
you got
it.
false prophets that'll do
You
that.
do have false prophets. So you just, like I said, I'm a spiritual being. If I feel your energy and your energy does
There you
not
go. Yeah,
feel
yeah,
right,
yeah.
then I ain't believing nothing you got to say, because you could just be wishing ill will on me. I don't like your energy.
Oh Lord.
It don't
So what you gonna
connect
do?
with
What you gonna do,
me.
Chantel?
No,
What you gonna do? They get started on you. What you gonna do? You gonna get up in the middle of the card reading and walk out?
I will, and I'm gonna tell you why you sitting there lying. You lying. That ain't even true. That's not. You trying to talk to
Oh,
me about, you trying to tell me about my recent past. Everything you talking about don't even, it's a lie. It ain't even true. It don't make sense. I don't know who you got me confused with, but you didn't read my energy right. And I'm gone. But I've actually never done a tarot reading with a person before. Like, I watched some on YouTube for entertainment, but
uh,
it's not an addiction thing. I don't have to watch them every day. I don't cut them on every day. If they come
mm,
across my timeline and I'm not doing anything else and ain't nothing else to watch, I'm gonna watch it.
mm.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
wow. That's
But it's
interesting, man.
some, but I've done that on YouTube since you brought that up. There's some people who have come across my timeline and they get to talking, and I'm like, oh, the spirit of God ain't with you. That's the devil. And I click right on off. Click right on off. Because
You
you sitting
like-
there lying. You trying to tell me about my recent past, and I be like, they lying.
oh,
Or this
Lord.
tarot reading ain't for me. This for somebody else. That ain't
Man,
for me.
man. But you
Yes.
know what? I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna just give it to you, and you read it when you get a chance. All right.
Okay.
I want you to write this down. I want you to write it down. 'Cause I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm gonna put it in the
Okay.
note app. Come on.
Look, it's I want you to read Leviticus
Mm-hmm.
20:6. Okay, and then
Okay.
also same thing, Leviticus
Mm-hmm.
19:31.
1931. What was the first one? Give me the first one again. I was over here
20,
spelling Leviticus. I had to
uh,
think.
you ain't lying because I was there.
I was over here
How about that Leviticus like
Leviticus.
Leviticus?
I think it's Ti, not Te. I was trying to spell it. Come
Exactly.
on.
So Leviticus 19 and 21.
Okay.
And the first one was 20 and 6.
Okay.
And
26.
the
Now
other
you
one.
can't just pick. You can't
Oh
just
no,
pick
no, no, no.
these
These are
scriptures.
scriptures.
You,
No,
I
these are
know, but you
scriptures
got to put
lined
them
up
all
with it.
together. You can't pick just one scripture. They got to
No,
line up. Like when you
no,
read
no,
the
no, no, no.
scripture before and after.
Hold,
Yeah.
hold on, hold on. You don't
Okay.
even when a sermon is going, they're lining
Mhm.
scriptures up from different chapters to actually
I know.
make the point. So that's what this is
Mhm.
really. But all of them is still in Leviticus,
But
just
my point is everybody's interpretation of the Bible is different.
and that's
So
true. That's true.
whoever
That's
you
definitely
connect
true.
with, like whatever minister or pastor you connect with, then that's what it is. But their sermon's gonna be totally different from somebody else who might bring it to you.
Exactly the
Like,
way they
wait
let.
a
But you know
minute.
what? And that's the reason why they say it's important for you to read and show yourself approval to God yourself instead of just
Mm-hmm.
believing everything somebody say. And see,
Yeah.
that's the reason why I'm giving you scriptures. I ain't reading it out to you. I'm giving you
Mm-hmm.
scriptures so therefore
I'm
you
gonna,
can see it yourself.
I'm gonna
All
check
right,
them out.
and hey y'all,
Mm-hmm.
check this out now. Everybody out there that's listening at us, y'all write this down now. It's very important. You write this down. All right, and then also Leviticus 20 and 27.
Chapter
Okay.
20, verse 27. Okay, gotcha.
hmm It's
Okay.
several of them that you can kind of reflect to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, so it's anytime you can actually key in um tarot card reading in the far as in the Bible, it'll basically saying what
Yeah.
the Bible speaks
Tell you
about
where
it,
to go
and
read
it'll give
it.
you everything to look for, and to give you
Mhm.
something to reference it to. So,
Right.
but definitely that's something there that I like I said, each to their own,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why we have free will and free choice that God give all of us for us to have our own understanding,
Mm-hmm.
our own choice of how we look at things. But in the end, he gonna be the judge of what choice we did make, in the end. So, but that's just something like my wife. She
Mm-hmm.
did it before. She said it freaked her out, some things that she, experienced way before we met.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna bring her on. I'm gonna try to get her to see if she can sign in
Okay.
and come on. Um and so let's see here. I'm gonna try to get her on board here. And so once again, guys, we were bringing up my wife, all things Janetta. If you guys have not yet did so, make sure you go to her YouTube channel. She has a YouTube channel as well as Chantil. And make sure you guys subscribe to their personal channels as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
what's up, Janetta? She's in here, y'all. She's like literally in here.
Hey
So,
y'all.
Hey, better
so
half. How you doing,
Okay.
girl?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey
Just
uh,
TJ.
what's up? What's up? So, Janetta, we're getting into talking about the tarot card reading. All right. And yeah, I know you don't have experience with that. So, I mean, what is your take on your experience with tarot card
well,
readings?
you can't do that because, like, I'm here for it, and I need to know all the details. So, like,
That's what you
beginning
said.
to end. No, you were saying just tell us. No, I want her to make me feel like I was there.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. I mean, tell us your her take on it.
Uh,
Her take on it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So, hold on
that
now.
sounded like
Don't
you
do
just
that.
want her opinion that she liked tarot readings, not that
No,
she
no, no, no,
wanted
no.
to tell me the story.
I want her to be able to tell us exactly what she experienced, her
Okay.
experience. Okay.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think
well let
you
me
done
tell
got a
y'all how I
I
get
think you
into it
done got a
first.
bad chip.
Mm-hmm. These chips is good. These chips is good. These barbecue chips. Okay, go ahead, Janelle. We sorry.
Okay,
Okay.
because
Okay.
I was talking, okay. Okay, well I got into palm reading. Well, that's the same thing. My
Mm-hmm.
my brother's girlfriend, her mom
Mm-hmm.
did the palm reading. And so I was just kind of intrigued. Like I just wanted to know because I was just curious.
Right.
So we went, and she was like, and she, just did all the candles and the cards and touching my hand and stuff like that. And I was like, well, and she told me, she was like, well, it was something in her spirit saying that I was gonna have 3 kids,
Mm,
and I was gonna have 3 kids by the age of 30.
mm,
And I mean, she was just giving me like the whole rundown, and everything that she said was true. I had three
mm,
kids
mm-hmm,
before 30.
mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot. It's a lot more in depth stuff, but um, and
So, like, what
I don't
made you
know.
go? Did brother tell you
Well, I was
about
just
it?
curious.
Girlfriend told you about it? Okay,
Well, yeah, but
okay.
she was really into that. They really into. They had the little cat thing. I
Mm-hmm.
thought they did voodoo child. I don't know. I thought
A
they had like a
cat. Well,
lot of.
what they did with a cat?
Yeah, they had like a lot of stuff. But when I went in the house, it was
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like a lot of balls and little cats and a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean,
Like
it was weird at
figurines,
first.
I don't
real
Yeah,
know
live
what she
cats
was
or
dealing with.
figurines.
I don't know what she was
Look,
it
she
was
dealing
got
with.
me
cats too.
intrigued. I might want to do this.
Yeah.
Now, is mother-in-law still
No, it
around?
ain't. No, you don't want to be doing something you ain't going to looking at
It
cats
didn't bring.
and
Look, Janetta, did it bring you some ill will?
But
Did it bring you some
she
ill
ain't
will?
she ain't telling all the truth. She ain't.
yeah,
And she ain't got to do it on him. She ain't got to do it
look,
on him.
I just want to know.
but
I want
it
the
was it
highlights,
was
okay? Just
It
like
was
social
it
media, you post the highlights. So, like, give me the
right.
highlights.
It
Okay.
it was very intriguing.
interesting.
Like
Yeah.
Hmm.
it was interesting.
Okay.
But I mean, she just read my life, and
Tell
I
me
was
what
like,
she
"Well, I'm
told you
gonna
about
see,
TJ. What she told you
huh?"
about TJ. What
Well,
she
I
Oh
told
didn't
you?
no,
get
no,
that
no.
far.
This was before I even
Yeah,
met her.
this was he was
Like
way
way.
before.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if she already predicted you were gonna have 3 kids and that sort of thing, I was trying to see, did she tell you what your husband was gonna be like?
But yeah, and
Um,
she did. Well, you know
Oh.
what? She did tell
that's
me
what
that
I'm
I was gonna
asking.
get married, but I didn't even
Okay.
think so, child, because I was a hot mess back then. I was a hot mess. I ain't really think nobody even want me, honey. But I
Lord.
was like, I know that wasn't gonna be true.
Mm.
I know that wasn't true.
Okay.
So, but yeah, she read me.
Okay. And so did you write it down or did you just remember it and was like, hot dog?
But no, I just
Okay.
remembered it. Well, I was just waiting on these 3 kids because I was like, I don't know where these 3 kids coming from. 'Cause I was like, oh.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when she said that, I was like, oh,
You was like, I
uh.
maybe saw one
So
or
I
two.
knew that
You
was a
said
lie.
three.
So I was like,
Okay.
God,
This helpful line. And then there you
right.
got three. See, TJ, what I
Yeah.
told you. Mhm.
Oh
And
no.
then,
I
yeah,
no. I still don't buy
and
into that.
she
I
still
look. You got to
found the
understand.
Lord. I love the Lord. So now
No,
what?
no. Hold on now. You
Now
ain't
what?
even know the half. You just going off of a. You
Hey,
going
hey,
off of
calm
a
down
branch.
now. Calm down.
Look, she ain't
You
trying to
know.
reveal all that. You're doing too much now.
No,
This is you're
hold
doing
Just
on.
too
Now
much.
baby.
Pipe
you
down.
you were just telling her to reveal everything. Now you saying
No,
she ain't
I
trying
did
to
not.
reveal it.
I
Yes,
did,
you
but then when
did.
I
You
did,
know.
but then when she said she didn't want to, I fell back and I said, okay, just give me the highlights. I did.
All right, y'all. Y'all see
Take
exactly
it
where
back.
this is
Take it
going.
back.
Y'all see where
I
this is going.
said, okay, you
Y'all
don't want to get
see.
into give me the highlights. Just like
Okay.
social media, everybody show their highlights, but they don't show the process. They don't show the struggle, and it's very rare that they even discuss the
Uh,
struggle. So I just
absolutely.
wanted them
Because
Right.
highlights.
because one time one is one. One times two is two. One
Oh
times
God.
Oh, we got jokes. Okay, we
Yeah.
got jokes.
But yeah, man. So, but
So,
yeah,
do
it
you
is.
regret it?
Go
I'm
ahead.
still talking to Janelle. Do you
Go
regret?
ahead. Go ahead. Y'all see how she just
No,
did.
I don't. No.
Okay, okay,
But let me
yeah.
ask you this, dear. I'm gonna go with this. All right. Now, like you said, Chantia,
Mhm.
you are a spiritual being,
Right.
right? Um, now I will say this to Janetta. Janetta, what was your well, Janetta, you hadn't always no, you know what, Janetta, can you give a little bit of insight on your spiritual belief? Have you always been spiritual belief, or are you, or what type of religion were you connected with? Shantia, you can, kind of chime on that as well. Kind of, have you always been Christianity, or were you in some
Mhm.
other type of religion? Kind of just
I
kind
was
of give.
always Christianity, but I grew up Church of Christ, and it was several
Okay.
things about Church of Christ that I didn't necessarily believe. Like Church of Christ wanted to make you feel like if you weren't Church of Christ, you were gonna go to hell. No, I
Oh,
don't
okay.
care if I'm going to a Baptist church or non-denominational, as long as I believe in God and I give Him all the praise and glory. Then
Right,
I feel
right,
like that's what it is. It's not that you got to go to a certain denomination church, or you got to say you Pentecostal or you Catholic. No,
right.
that's why I say I'm spiritual, because
Yeah.
there are certain aspects of my upbringing that I do hold sacred to my heart or believe in, but there's also other aspects that I didn't.
Right.
Um, so yeah.
And just for the record, for everybody to understand, um, all viewpoints that we are doing on this podcast is um, definitely nothing reflecting on any one person's religion of choice or what have you.
Exactly.
It's nothing
Yeah.
to be
Mhm.
um, kind of bashing any particular religion of
No.
your choice. So it's just experiences and opinions and views spoken on
Mhm.
by each person on the panel. So, Janetta, you want to say?
Yeah. Well, I grew up Muslim,
Okay. So
and
Allah.
it was well, it's very different from now, of course, but they're like very close knit. They very, we had a very wait. Now that I'm looking back at it, it was very strange, but like we was to be honest with you, it was like a lot of brainwashing. Like a lot of stuff we couldn't do and couldn't say. A lot of stuff we just had to wear. Like, it was very,
Mhm.
weird. Like coming up.
Mhm.
We didn't really do any of the holidays. Like but my mom, she wasn't going for it. Now this was on my dad's side. My
Mhm.
mom, she didn't go to church at all, but she wasn't with the Muslim side. But so when we went, see, I was raised by my dad's side of the family, so I had to, you know, it was just
Conform.
I just had to go along with it.
Yeah.
But but yeah, it was different. Like growing up, like in school,
Mhm.
kids used to come to school and say what they got for Christmas, and we didn't even have a Christmas. I'm like, what is that? And and then when we told our mom, and she one year she put up a tree. She just
Mhm.
found a tree, in a real tree, and
Mhm.
she put it up. And then my dad, how my dad just it
Cut
just
up.
went from there. Put it like that.
Yeah.
It went from there. He tore it up.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was very
Well,
yeah.
there is no date in the Bible for Christmas.
Absolutely. That's
That is
that's a
actually
man-made.
something
Yeah,
that, yeah,
man-made.
um,
Yeah. But let
Yeah.
me
Easter,
ask y'all this. So what
Americans
would y'all
did.
say that like you said, Church of Christ, Muslim, what
Mhm.
would you think their views would be on tarot card reading?
Um,
Do you think that would be something that
they wouldn't
that
use that
religion group,
terminology. They
yeah.
wouldn't use that terminology, but they do have their version of spiritual advisors that they
Yeah.
But you
go
got you
and
have
pray to and
spiritual
talk
advice.
to.
But see, we also have to continue to understand tarot card reading as a practice, not a spiritual advisor.
Tarot readings is something that was a term that was created by
But no,
us
no, but it was
for
a practice.
Americans.
Yeah, but it's a practice that was back in the biblical days that they
It
began to practice. So it wasn't
is,
a,
but that's
it
why I
wasn't.
say believe what you want, because if you're Buddhist, if you believe in the
Mhm.
universe, if you're Muslim, if you're
Mm.
Christian, it all falls back on what you believe in and,
Believe
and
in.
and
Yeah.
trust and have faith in. I'm not going to knock a Buddhist, because actually if you go and you read some of their principles are the same as the Bible's principles. They just
And
call
that's
it
how it is
different.
with the
But you know
Muslims.
what? And
It
you know
is.
what?
Exactly.
What's so strange? Like to your point, Chantel, and me and Janetta set up and talked about it before.
Mhm.
In which you can sit up and listen to some of the things that the Muslim religion preach,
Mhm.
as well as any other Jehovah Witness, all.
Mhm.
But at the same point, no matter how they try to list it, it's still
It still
reverencing
refer
to God,
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
back to God.
Yeah.
And so, and so it has this, and that's a different, topic for a different, time.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it's a choice of everybody's free will of what they, pick and choose to,
To believe.
ride with,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons why I said earlier, that's the reason why God give us free will and choice, because um
Mhm.
he give you your mind to decide on what you want to believe.
Exactly.
But it's definitely important that we believe the right thing,
Mhm.
and just don't be entertained, because if so,
Mhm.
then we have to be
Well,
prepared for whatever the consequences
you
come
can
behind.
be entertained, but it's not the entertainment, because you can watch anything for entertainment. It's what you do with that information that you felt like you received from that entertainment. So that's why I was
Yeah,
saying before, you can like watching tarot readings on YouTube or getting personal tarot readings for yourself.
yeah,
Um,
uh-huh,
and it can be a form of entertainment, but what are you doing with them? Are you trying to make sure certain things come to pass instead of just allowing life to flow naturally like it's supposed to be? Are you
Yeah.
yeah, are you trying to change up situations, manipulate situations to make it fall in your favor because of the tarot reading that you watched,
yeah,
that you had performed on yourself? It all just depends on what you do with the information that you're given, as far as I'm concerned. Like that's why I said
yeah,
it's entertainment to me. I don't write it down. I don't uh I do take it back to God. Like if I watch something and I felt like it hit home, hit my spirit, I'll take it to God and ask Him if this is meant for me. Reveal it to me, bring it to pass if it's within
right,
your
right,
will. But everybody doesn't necessarily do that. But whatever higher being you believe in, do your thing. I'm not gonna judge you or anything like that. But tarot readings are
right,
entertaining to me. But the
right.
part that bothers me is when people from the tarot readings and they try to manifest it on their own. Like a lot of people don't understand the difference between manifesting and having faith. It's
Yeah.
manifested when God brings it to pass. You sitting up here
Yeah,
reciting it and chanting it to yourself is not manifesting.
yeah,
When God bring
right,
it to pass, that means He manifested it. He materialized it.
right,
um, versus you sitting up here just chanting. Of course, you want to speak good into your life and all of that, and hopefully it'll come to pass. But the tarot readings and the manifestations, I think a lot of people have that misconstrued.
yeah. Now,
Mm-hmm.
also, I think a lot of people too, on tarot readings, tarot card readings or things such as that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think and you guys give me your opinions on it as well. They kind of try to compare prayer against tarot card readings. Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're praying to God, and now you're trying to look at it and say, well, I believe this tarot card reading over prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And see, with prayer, it more so tests faith, and you have to have faith in God for this is gonna come to pass. Tarot
Exactly.
card reading, they're trying to tell you in advance, which God doesn't do. You have to have faith in God. And see,
Well, yeah.
then people are also sitting up saying, okay, I would rather believe this over
Mm-hmm.
praying to
Trusting
God.
God or
Yeah.
having
And
faith.
so, and see,
Mm-hmm.
that's really why I say with that, it's it's a thing, like you said, people, when they look too deep off into it, and when they get to really relying on that, I think that's
Mm-hmm.
when it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
I agree. They're trying to control. And like I said earlier, we really have no control except for our own happiness. We can wake up and choose to be happy that day and say we're going to be happy and try to look at the upside of everything, glass half full on everything. But as far as controlling, we can't control our peace and our joy and all of that and feeling loved. All of that's going to come from Him,
Yeah.
and having a
That's it.
relationship with Him. So as far as like
Yeah.
the tarot readings, like I said, if something hits home, it shouldn't be something that you're relying on heavily. If you watch it every now and then for entertainment, cool. And I think a lot of people watch them because they want to have some kind of control in their life. They don't want to feel out of control. They don't like
Mhm.
to feel like they don't know what's going to happen next. And I can say that
Right.
because I've had those moments. It's taken me years to get to the point now in my life where I truly understand I ain't got no control.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah.
And
But
that's
that goes
why
back to what you said, Chantel. Like people look at things how they want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to look at it like the tarot card readings is a, I will believe this before I believe the Bible. Like no, people would do
Exactly.
that. People would look at
hey,
it the way they want to look at it.
but
Mm-hmm.
you
And
know
that's why I
what? I
was saying
wish
they confuse faith with manifestation. Two
yeah.
different
Exactly.
things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? I wish there's somebody we could get on here and that's all. What's that preacher name, Janetta? Um uh
Jennings.
Pastor Jennings.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Have you ever seen him, Shantia?
Mm-mm. I do
Look
watch
at
Darius Daniels. I watch, of course, like Michael Todd, and then I watch T.D.
Yeah.
Jakes and Joel
yeah.
Osteen. I got several ministers that
I like Stephen
Uh,
Furtick too.
okay, I have to check him out. Okay.
if you get a chance now, I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
something. When I say direct
Mm-hmm.
preaching and teaching,
Mm-hmm.
Pastor
Yeah.
Jennings is totally direct.
Is he
I mean,
local or like
no.
created a following
He
on?
no,
But
he's
he's in
actually got
Texas,
a
right?
church, but I think he's either in Texas or North Carolina, one of them. But
Okay.
he has a man. I mean, if it don't line up with scriptures and he can break
Mm-hmm.
it down, he done stood against Muslims, he done stood against all types of people that challenges the Bible.
Okay.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
if you listen at him, some of the things I'm not, I don't really agree far as the way he, how would you say, the way he come off with it,
His
His
approach.
because
communication
his
style.
approach.
Yeah, his approach.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not disrespectful, but he's very vocal about it, very
Yeah.
Okay.
opinionated about it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I think that we can take the word of God and then go to adding our own expression off into it,
Yeah.
and it kind of just come off the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it can dilute the spirit at that point because see
Mm-hmm.
what you're doing. Yeah, the word may be true, but the way your approach is kind of you know it's killing the spirit of it. But he's very good. I mean, knowledgeable, teach it straight from the scriptures. I mean, he's good. Even my own pastor, I went to my own pastor about him, and
Mm-hmm.
because I always get, try to if it's something like that deep, or if I'm
Mm-hmm.
start listening to, I'll ask him, "What do you think about such and such such?" And he's very. I mean, the pastor, my pastor, he's, I mean, very, very, well known and
Mm-hmm.
deeply, into the Lord and very
Mm-hmm.
dependable far as your spiritual guidance. And but he is, I mean, he told me he watched him a couple of times,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
he told me, he said he is I mean, he's a great teacher. It's just
Okay.
his approach is very,
Yeah.
Everybody might
very
not like
tough.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very tough. It's a very tough.
Yeah. The approach
Uh,
matters because my
yeah,
minister, I like him because when he preaches, he's preaching like he's having a conversation with you versus talking at
yeah,
you. And so,
yeah.
what I will say about, like, we talked about the different religions, I will say Buddhists and Muslims are really into your body is your temple and that sort of
Hmm.
thing. And so,
Mm-hmm.
like my minister, that's the series we're on now. Like he's teaching you because a lot of ministers don't teach you
Yeah.
that. So
Hmm.
he's talking to you about being gluttonous and how to take care of your body this approach, maybe having, a more green or kale diet, and how you eat wrong, it can
Hmm.
interfere with your
Right.
thought process and all of that good stuff. And I know he's even made jokes on the pulpit about everybody not receiving the message, because of course most of Americans are gluttonous to food. So do they want to hear
That's
that
right.
message that you're telling them that
That's right.
they need to do better? No, they don't want to hear it. So, but yeah, I like
That's
that minister that talks to you. I don't like, and then I definitely don't like that the minister is going and no,
I now
I can't.
I do like it.
Like
I do like the
my
ones.
attention is gone when you start doing it. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Yeah.
you know,
Does
and
this minister do that before I even try to watch a sermon? Because I'm gonna be then cutting off on him when he starts doing
nah,
when
he
he
now I feel like if a preacher start out with doing, I mean, you don't even read a couple of scriptures before you get into the hooping and hollering. At that
mm-hmm.
point, then I'm like, man, this is all what they're about. It's just
Yeah.
putting on a
My
show at
attention
that
is
point.
diverted. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but I love a lot, and this comes from really all credit to Janetta listening a lot of. She the one she went to liking a lot of teaching, and that's when I started
Mm-hmm.
listening at preachers that do more teaching per se,
Mm-hmm.
and started with like Joel Osteen and stuff like that, and so
Joyce
Mm-hmm.
Myers.
Joyce
Yes, I
Myers,
like
she
her
do a
too.
lot of
Mm-hmm.
teaching and stuff like that. She just
Mm-hmm.
need to get away from the plastic surgery. But yeah, it's just it is what it is. It is. I mean, come on, man. Look. Ain't nothing wrong with being,
Leave that lady
keeping your
alone.
ain't nothing wrong with
Mm-hmm.
keeping yourself up. But let's be truthful. When you about 90 years old and
She's 77.
Yes.
you trying to look like you like uh
She
35,
said, "Don't tell her
yeah,
what to do with her stipend.
yeah.
Her
Hey,
stipend from
hey,
the
she's
Lord.
good now.
She is
But
going to do. She on TV. She
but,
talking to the
but
public, and she
that's
wants
right.
to look
That's right.
presentable.
And she is, and she
But
done
I
had
can't
them
believe
lip.
she's 77. Like I did not know that. My
Yeah,
Hmm.
goodness.
she done
Okay.
squinched
Okay.
them. Your face can only take so much
Mm-hmm.
work, and them lips done came
Mm-hmm.
all the way in,
Oh my
pretty soon.
gosh.
Them lip you know,
I ain't
Look like
laughing
a
hey,
at you.
fish.
I
you
ain't
ain't
laughing at
lying.
you because I ain't
Yeah.
finna scoff at a
Nah,
person of the Lord. I ain't finna laugh at you.
I ain't scoffing it. I'm talking about the surgery. I'm talking about the surgery. I didn't say a word now. She teaches a good word,
She do. She
but
do. Her
she
favorite
teaches a
joke
good
of
word.
mine was she talking about women going up the floor to the
Yeah.
man, like this floor, this man got this, and then
Oh yeah.
oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that joke's so funny. But I don't know if it's probably me corny, but I love hearing Joel Osteen's little joke at the beginning of
Good
his
jokes at the
service.
beginning. Yeah. I
That
do too.
stuff be ready for.
But you
Mm-hmm.
know what? Let me
Okay.
ask you about something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a quick before we get ready to end this. On Joel Osteen, do
Mm-hmm.
you your honest opinion, do you think that he's more of a minister or a motivational speaker?
Motivation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, I noticed that like a couple weeks ago, and I don't know why that popped into my brain while I was getting ready for work and listening to it, because that's when I listen, like while I'm in the morning, after I do my workout, all of that. As I'm getting ready, I listen to maybe one or two sermons, like TD Jakes. That's like an hour and a half. Okay, so
Yeah.
that first one, it's normally probably like Joel, or I might listen to two of Joel's because his are under 30 minutes, between 25 and 30 minutes. So I can listen to like two of his while he's getting ready. But like a couple weeks ago, as I was listening, I was just like, I just noticed he never really gives Bible scriptures.
He really
That's
don't.
Mm-mm.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, why
He
he
really
giving us
don't.
scripture? Because I actually like to go back. I'll go back and I'll read that scripture, and I'm really funny. I like to read the scripture before and after. And like if I don't
That's
know
good.
necessarily know the word, I'm looking up the dictionary for the word so I can have a better understanding of the scripture. But he never really gives you any scriptures. Now he does talk to you about the various characters in the Bible, but he doesn't ever really give a scripture.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And see, that's what I know in the beginning. Well, Janetta, did you have anything to say? I mean,
Well,
because she
I was
listened to
about to
him a
say,
lot.
yeah. Well, I need to get
Well,
back
used
into it
to
because I
anyway.
don't listen. Yeah, I don't listen to them like I used to. But
Mm-hmm.
Chantel, have you ever heard of Grace for Purpose on YouTube?
Mm-mm. What's that about?
Oh,
Grace
girl,
and
yes,
purpose.
Oh yeah, that's good.
yes,
That is really,
Okay.
really good.
that's really good.
That's a
Especially
channel.
when you get ready to lay down at night on
Yeah,
That's a
that's
YouTube.
the
channel.
channel.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grace for Purpose. Okay.
you would
Hmm.
love it. You turn it
Okay.
on your TV when you get
Mm-hmm.
ready to lay down in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's so soft in the way it
Oh,
speaks.
yes.
I mean, it's really, really nice. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to
I'm
turn a
gonna have
Grace
to
for
check
Purpose
that
on every
out,
TV in the house.
especially like when I'm having those when my at night when my mind's doing about 50 and it's
Oh
hard
yeah,
for
that
me to
Grace for Purpose will help.
decompress. Yeah, I cut on rain and thunder
Yeah,
or I cut
yeah.
on ocean waves. It's one of the two.
Yeah,
But I'll try the
that's what we
Grace
do.
for Purpose. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
kids will sometimes listen to it, when they ain't acting up, but it's good though. It's really
Mm-hmm.
good. And I
Mm-hmm.
think, to be honest with you, I would recommend that to anybody. It is, I mean, it is very soothing, very
Yeah.
soothing.
Okay.
Unless you just got hell and you just upside down and it take exorcists just to get it out of you. But
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh no.
it's- But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, guys,
Okay.
thank you guys once again, guys. We have come to the end of this podcast, man. Thank you guys for joining in, tuning in with
Mm-hmm.
us, man. Our special guest, my wife, Janetta, all things
The
Janetta.
better
You guys
half. And I got a
make
little
sure you.
plug. I got a little plug.
Oh Lord, here she go, here she go, y'all, here she go.
No,
Let her
on
do
a
her little voice.
serious
She got a
note,
solo.
like a serious note, like whoever this video if it comes across, of course, I believe that it's meant for it to come across to you.
Hmm.
But we just want to make sure that you understand that we're not putting down any other religion. So whether
Right.
you believe in the
Right.
universe, Muslim, whether you are Christian or Buddhist, um, whatever is for you
Jehovah
is for
Witness.
you. Jehovah
Hmm.
Witness, yes.
Yeah,
Presbyterian, Catholic, that's your
it's
preference.
whatever,
And we
whatever.
just want to make sure that you all do not feel like we're putting down any religion over the
That's
other.
right.
We're just pretty
That's
much
right.
discussing our own perspectives. And then
Yeah.
also with the tarot readings, of course, we want to make sure we're not judging because as you see with the three panelists on here, one person believes in them, another person's had them done. I like to watch them for entertainment. It's just all based upon your preference. This is just our perspective.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And so you got people that believe in trees, believe in rocks. I mean, everybody to their own belief. So we are not
Mm-hmm.
knocking. If you would like to ask us any questions pertaining to this topic, feel free to leave us a comment in the comment section down below and let us know what you think. And please keep all viewpoints and opinions respectful for
Yes.
yourself, viewers, as well as the panel. So, guys, until the next time, we are in the damn podcast with our guest, my wife, my other half, Janetta, all things Janetta.
Mm-hmm.
Please make sure you guys go and subscribe to her channel. And I'll
Vibrations
let
of teal.
Chantil, Vibration with Teal, make sure you
Vibrations of
guys,
teal.
Vibration of Teal, make sure you guys
Mm-hmm.
go and share, like, and comment on her channel as well and subscribe. So
Mm-hmm.
until the next time, guys, we appreciate you guys
What
for
we doing
tuning
next
in.
episode? What we doing next episode, TJ?
We're doing another podcast. We're gonna let them figure that out. So you just
The
wait and see.
topic. The topic.
Hey y'all, look, check this out. Before we get off this thing, Chantil is about to tell y'all the next topic. I want her to tell you.
Yes,
Tell
because
them, Chantil.
this is gonna be something that they want to be here for. They're gonna want to be here for this. And the next topic we're going to be discussing baby mother, baby father relationships. You know how you all can better get along or coexist, or what we have experienced and what we believe in regards to baby mother and baby father relationships. So I'm ready. Like I'm ready for that one. I'm hyped. That's going to be a very, very
Yeah. I think
good
I'm gonna be
one.
on for that one too.
Come on,
Hey, that's
Vanessa.
what's up,
Come
man.
on, girl.
So, guys, we appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Like I said, make sure you guys don't forget to chime in on the next video we drop. And make sure you guys share these podcasts out. And I hope you guys are being entertained and enlightened on some different viewpoints that we may share with you guys, and all in due respect. Okay? Everything out of respect and love. So until the next time, you guys have a blessed night. Good night.
Night.